Good morning, students. This is Captain Dr. N. Ramakrishna, Professor of Mathematics, Mrs. A.N. College, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So today lesson is Sequences Part 4. Already I uploaded Sequence Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So this is the last part of Sequences chapter. This is exclusive for examinations purpose. So these questions are very important for the sake of examination. Today we will discuss about Cauchy sequence and the general principle of Cauchy sequence and a problem related to Cauchy sequence and the geometric sequence. So let me go for the problem. First question. Cauchy's general principle of convergence, or prove that a sequence is convergent if and only if it is a Cauchy sequence. What is meant by a Cauchy sequence? What is meant by Cauchy sequence? So here a sequence Sn Sn is said to be a Cauchy sequence if for each epsilon greater than 0 there exists m belongs to z plus such that modulus of sp minus sq less than epsilon for all integers p and q greater than or equal to m. What is a convergent? For each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer m such that modulus of Sn minus l less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. What is bounded? There exists two real number k1, k2 such that k1 less than or equal to Sn less than or equal to k2 for every n. So now we start the proof of this problem. Suppose sequence Sn be a convergent sequence. What is the definition for convergent sequence? For each epsilon greater than 0, there exists m belongs to z plus such that modulus of Sn minus l less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to m. So in place of n, you can take two positive integers p and q. Then we have modulus of sp minus l less than epsilon by 2 and modulus of sq minus l less than epsilon by 2. Now consider modulus of sp minus sq. Now you can add l and subtract l to this modulus. Then we have modulus of sp minus l minus sq minus l. So modulus of x minus y less than or equal to mod x plus mod y. So basing on this fundamental principle, we can write this as modulus of sp minus l plus modulus of sq minus l. Each one is less than epsilon by 2. So we will get this is epsilon. That what we get for each epsilon greater than 0, there exists m belongs to z plus such that modulus of sp minus sq less than epsilon for all p comma q greater than or equal to m. This is exactly definition for a Cauchy sequence. Then we conclude that sequence Sn is a Cauchy sequence. Now the converse of this theorem. Suppose sequence Sn be a Cauchy sequence. Then take epsilon is equal to 1. There exists m belongs to z plus such that modulus of sp minus sq less than 1. This mod x less than 2 means minus 2 less than x less than 2. Like that, we can write this as minus 1 less than sp minus sq less than 1. Throughout you can add sq. So we'll get sq minus 1 less than sp less than sq plus l for all p greater than or equal to m. Let us choose K1 is equal to minimum of S1, S2 and so on, SQ minus 1. K2 is equal to maximum of S1, S2 and so on, SQ plus 1. So with this K1, K2, above identity can be written as K1 less than Sn less than K2 for every n, and we can write n in place of p. So then what is our conclusion? Sequence Sn is bounded. So by Bolzano-Weier's theorem, every bounded sequence has a limit point. So we can say that is L. If possible, L dash is another limit point of this sequence. We can assume like that. Now choose epsilon is a modulus of L minus L dash. Both are not equals means this is a positive real number. Sequence Sn is a Cauchy sequence. Implies there is some belongs to Z plus such that modulus of Sp minus Sq less than epsilon by 3. This is true for all p comma q greater than or equal to m. Since L and L dash are limiting points of the sequence Sn, then we can write modulus of Sp minus L less than epsilon by 3 and modulus of Sq minus L less than epsilon by 3. This is true for all p comma q greater than or equal to n. Now consider that L minus L dash modulus of. Now you can add Sp and subtract Sp and Sq subtract Sq to this L minus L dash. Then this can be written as modulus of Sp minus Sq plus modulus of Sq minus L dash minus Sp minus L. This is less than or equal to modulus of Sp minus Sq plus modulus of Sq minus L dash plus modulus of Sp minus L. Each one is less than epsilon by 3. So we can write less than epsilon by 3 plus epsilon by 3 plus epsilon 3. This is equal to epsilon. Epsilon is nothing but L minus L dash modulus of. We have begun with L minus L dash modulus, that is less than modulus of L minus L dash. So a positive number less than itself. We got a positive number less than itself, which is absurd, not possible, contradiction. So why you are getting this contradiction means our supposition L dash is another limit point exists for this sequence. That is absolutely wrong. So this sequence has a unique limit point. A bounded sequence has a limit point, unique limit point means sequence Sn is a convergent. So we proved a sequence is Cauchy sequence, then it is convergent, and we take convergent is a Cauchy sequence. Based on theorem, you can solve the problems. Now go for second one. If S1 is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus and so on 1 by n, then show that sequence Sn is not a convergent using Cauchy's general principle. So take Sn is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus and so on 1 by n. Okay, now choose epsilon is equal to 1 by 2 and m is a positive integer. Consider modulus of Sn plus p minus Sn, that is by Cauchy's principle less than 1 by 2. You can apply Sn is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus so on 1 by n. You can write what is Sm plus p, 1 plus 1 by 2 plus and so on plus 1 by m plus 1 by m plus 1 and so on plus 1 by m plus p. What is Sm? 1 plus 1 by 2 and so on 1 by m. Here you can subtract these two. You will get modulus of 1 by m plus 1 plus 1 by m plus 2 and so on 1 by m plus 1 less than 1 by 2. Take positive number, that means you can remove the modulus. So this is 1 by m plus 1 is a clearly greater than 1 by m plus m. Similarly 1 by m plus 2 is greater than 1 by m plus m. Like that each term is greater than 1 by m. Once again 1 by m plus 1 is greater than 1 by m plus m. 1 by m plus 2 is greater than 1 by m plus m. That means 2m. Like that, you can write this is 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by m plus 1. 1 by m plus 1 is greater than 1 by 2m. 1 by m plus 2 is greater than 1 by 2m. And so on. These are all m terms. So m by 2m. So m get cancelled to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 2. Again, a positive number greater than positive number, which is absurd. So this is not a Cauchy sequence. So not a Cauchy sequence means it is not a convergent. Next, using this Cauchy's general principle of convergence, now you can test the convergence of sequence n by n plus 1. Let S1 is equal to n by n plus 1. So take epsilon positive and n and p are two positive integers. Modulus of Sn plus p minus Sn. So you can write n plus b by n plus b plus 1 minus n by n plus 1. Simplify this. You will get 1 by n plus p plus 1 into n plus 1 modulus of. This is less than n by n plus 1. In this can also into 1 plus 1. So total square. This is less than 1 by n square. So for take m is a positive integer such that m is greater than 1 by root epsilon, then we can say that modulus of Sn plus p minus Sn less than 1 by n square. That is less than 1 by m square, that is equal to epsilon. So sequence Sn is a Cauchy sequence and it is convergent. Now we can discuss the nature of sequence, geometric sequence R power n. For all R is real numbers. Now we have 5 cases for that. Now case 1. Suppose R is a integer greater than 1. R is greater than 1. So let this R is greater than 1 means R minus 1 greater than 0. Let R minus 1 is equal to H. That is a positive. So R is equal to 1 plus H. Now consider R power n. 1 plus H whole power of n. Using binomial theorem, this can be written as 1 plus nh plus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial h square and so on. So total this is greater than or equal to 1 plus nh. This is tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. So we conclude that sequence R power of n diverges to infinity as n tends to infinity. That is case 1. Now case 2. Take R is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. Then the sequence R power of n is a constant sequence. Constant sequence is always a convergent. Now go for sequence 3. Suppose this R lies between 0 and 1. Then we have a one fraction. Let h is equal to 1 by R minus 1. So this is R is equal to 1 by 1 plus h. So again you can take R power of n 1 by 1 plus h whole power of n. So you can write 1 by 1 plus nh plus and so on. This is less than or equal to 1 by nh. Now you take the limit. Limit of 1 by nh is 0 as n tends to infinity. 1 by infinity is equal to 0. By sandwich theorem, we can have the limit of R power of n is equal to 0. So sequence R power of n is a convergent. Now go for sequence case 4. Suppose R lies between minus 1 and 0. That is R is equal to minus s. Then minus 1 is less than or less than 0 implies minus 1 less than minus s less than 0. Then you can multiply with this identity with minus, you will get 0 less than s less than 1. Already we discussed in this case 1. So therefore limit of r power of n is limit of minus 1 whole power of s is equal to minus 1 whole power of n to limit of r power of n. This is equal to 0. So total is equal to 0. So thus sequence r power of n is convergent in this case. Now case 5. If r is equal to minus 1, then r power of n is 1 if n is even. R power of n is equal to minus 1 if n is odd. Therefore, r power of n is oscillating finitely. Now, the case 6. If its r value is less than minus 1, then let r is equal to minus s. So, r is less than minus 1 means minus s less than minus 1. So, implies s is greater than 1. So, r power of n is minus 1 whole power of n s power of n. If its n is even, then this one minus 1 whole power of n Sn tends to infinity as n tends to infinity. If n is odd, then minus 1 whole power of n s power of n tends to minus infinity as n tends to infinity. Thus, the r power of n oscillates finitely if r less than minus 1. So, based on all cases, we conclude that the r power of sequence r power of n is convergent if minus 1 less than r less than equal to 1, and divergent if r less than 1, and oscillate finitely if r is equal to minus 1, and oscillate infinitely if r is less than minus 1. So this is about the geometric sequence. Thank you very much. I think you have enjoyed a lot, and stay safe, stay alert. Thank you.